Hey guys, hello, we keep it dirty off-road. Today we're continuing our E39 series as we're rehabbing our Dynan M5 back to life. Today we're going to be focusing on a service that almost everybody ignores on older cars, and that is the changing out the oil on the rear diff. For me, because I drive a truck, I go off-road all the time, I know how important it is to keep those gears lubed. So on my truck, I do it often, usually far sooner than the manufacturer guide recommends, which is usually around 100,000 miles. The good thing is the rear diff is probably one of the easiest ones to work on. The hardest thing is getting this car up in the air. That's it. Everything else is relatively straightforward. So join us as we do an inspection of the rear diff, which you'll see our rear diff is pretty gross. It's pretty dirty from years of not being changed out. The oil itself wasn't the greatest, so it was definitely overdue for an oil change. And it's a relatively simple process. So check it out. You have a drain plug and a fill plug up top. Very well designed. Most differentials don't have this, especially in the US. Now, ours was really dirty, so first step was to get this cleaned up before we even started, because tools weren't going to fit in there with how dirty this thing was. Now, as with any diff, you want to start by removing the fill plug first. You don't want to remove the drain plug and then find that the fill plug is stuck, and then you're just going to have a diff with no fluid. You're not going to be able to drive it. So make sure you remove that top one. Make sure you clean off the threads of the plugs before you put them back in. And then removing the bottom one's a little bit more difficult. The exhaust is actually in the way, so you have to basically use the Allen wrench and put a wrench to it, like you'll see us do here, to take it off. Now make sure you let this sit for a while and fully drain out all the way so you can get as much of the fluid out as possible. Again, don't forget to clean out the threads before you put them back in. And go ahead and torque this bolt back up to 40 foot-pounds. Now we end up using the factory spec for this oil, but we ended up using AMS oil because we trust this oil better. We've used it a lot on our truck, and I think the vehicle calls for 75W140 is the oil that you need. 75W140. You can get the factory spec, which is a castor oil, or you can get, like we did, we went for the AMS oil because we trust it, we use it on our truck, and we like it, and it has the squeeze pack so you get every last drop.
How many bags does this thing take?
1.5.
How do you know if it's a half?
Because I looked up the specs. It's 1.5.
No, how do you know if it's a bag it's a half?
You don't. Jesus, Dad, what do you eat? Now that drip that you're seeing there, that's a steady drip. That's what you're looking for. Now you want to let this settle for about 5 minutes before you go back in and refill it again, just to make sure that you got the level right.
Where's the Hapsy Wapsies?
Yep. What are these terms, Ethan?
What?
The oopsie whoopsie, chapsy whoopsie?
Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies.
Oopsie daisy. Put that in the video and be like, anybody get this reference?
And again, don't forget to torque this down to 40 foot-pounds.
Got it? I'm already in it?
You're a celebrity.
Wait, guys.
And finally, do a final cleanup. Make sure you get all the oil off there. Simple process, right? So we're a big fan of AMSOILs. It's what we use in the truck and what we use in the Beamer. So we'll put links down below in our Amazon page so you guys can get yourself a set. The recommended oil is the Castro oil. It has similar performance as these guys. We looked it up and made sure that they had the identical performance that this car needed for the European spec, and it did. So we know this oil, we trust it, we abuse the hell out of it on our truck, so that's why we used it on the Beamer, because we're trying not to abuse it, but we will. All right, guys, let us know if you have any questions in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.